Hey, what's up, guys? Peace to the universe, peace to the universe. Everything that exists in this universe exists within you. What up, Jess?
What's going on, Ethan?
So, I'm going to interview Jess. This is going to be first interview that I'm doing, among others. So, I just wanted to get more of a personal approach to fitness, not just, lifting and nutrition. We'll get into that as well, but also just more in depth on intrinsically what's going on when you go into that journey and become a better version of yourself. So I'm gonna interview Jessica, and I didn't write down any questions, so it's just gonna be on the fly. I feel it's gonna be more genuine, more authentic if we do it that way, opposed to kind of just scripting it all out and then it just be programmed what I say, program what she says back to me, and so on and so forth. That's kind of like played out, so I'd rather just do it on the fly.
I tried to get a warning of the questions, but he wouldn't let me, so it's legit. This is all genuine. Whatever you get is spitting right out of my soul. So
it's what you get.
That's it.
No
do-overs, no take two, take three. This is it.
Yeah, this is it.
One and done, guys.
Yep. I think it'll be better that way. So how you doing?
Doing well, thank you. Just
Good,
finished my Sunday workout training session, so I feel pretty good. I was off for 2 weeks. I had vacation, and so coming back, this was a good first day back. I'm leaving feeling strong still.
Good. You are strong still, so that's good. You didn't lose anything really.
Good.
And so that's a good thing.
Good.
Were you worried after you?
Yes, I was very concerned, especially because I know Sunday is kind of my heavy lifting day with my deads and my squats.
Mm-hmm.
I was anticipating to be a little defeated today, but mentally, I think I prepped myself all the way on the journey in today. Is just, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to lift it. So that way to try to eliminate that mental struggle.
Good.
And I won. I won today.
You did.
I won today. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but today I made it happen, so.
You did. So when you went on your vacation, were you worried that part of you will lose some of the stuff that you gained throughout the process of lifting and nutrition and all that stuff? Or were you kind of like, it's going to be okay?
I was a little bit concerned. I took my resistance bands with me thinking I was going to make time to work out. And then, of course, vacation happens. Different people pop up, different times, plans change. So I really never got to devote the time to it. And I thought, man, it's gotten me forever to get to the point where I'm at. Me not doing it for the week or 2 weeks I'm out, I'm not going to be able to, I'm going to forget the form. I'm going to forget the positions that I need to be in. And it's going to be harder for me to jump back into it. I was very concerned. Knowing how hard I've been working since I started with you, though, that helped me mentally make better choices in my food while I was out there. So at least that wasn't already going against me like not working out was. So yeah, it's you build that habit of coming in, and it's so hard to start to see your body shift, and it's almost instant when you stop. I feel like that you lose it all. So I was scared.
Was it hard to make that transition from like vacation mode back to like training mode? Was it, it's because it's kind of going from 0 to 100 somewhat, especially when you haven't, you weren't working out and stuff like that, and so you were kind of just on vacation. You took a true vacation, which is good. But sometimes what I encounter is sometimes people after vacation have a hard time transitioning back to taking care of themselves again. All right, I kind of did this thing for, a week or a week and a half, whatever. I went on vacation, lived it up, so on and so forth. And then kind of like when they come back, they still might not have had that shift back to, what their goals were, why they did in the first place. And so they kind of lose a part of who they are. Did that kind of happen in a small sense, or did it just like when you came back, were you like totally like, I'm gonna get back on this and it's gonna be all good?
I would say 6 months ago, I would have been defeated to come back, and it would have been a huge challenge. But because I know what I'm working for, and because every single day nonstop I'm visualizing the body that I want and how happy I want to feel, and how good it feels now progressing to that, it was easy to just come back and say it's time for business. I was devastated last week when I had to go to the doctor and then I couldn't come and visit and I was like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not going to see him till Sunday, because I was anxious to get back into it. If I didn't have that focus right now to get to that end goal the way that I do, it probably was a struggle. And even last night I went and hung out and thinking everyone else is still tucked up into their bed here at 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm getting up to go to the gym. It still was like, I gotta go to the gym. You know, my dad's like, where are you going this early? I'm going to the gym. Didn't you hang out last night? I'm going to the gym. Get out of my way. So this time, I'm thankful to say it was not as difficult to get back into it as it has been in the past for me.
And why do you think that is? You said in the past it would have been difficult, but now you say you're more diligent, you're more focused. What shifted?
A lot of it has to do with the results that I'm currently seeing. I think that in my other attempts to become healthy or to change my body, I didn't have the support and the knowledge that I have now working with you that gives me that extra passion to want to move forward. It's if you predict that I can lift something and then I'm lifting it, something's working. If you've predicted that weight's going to shift a certain way or my body's going to transform a certain way and then I'm seeing it, it's like, okay, this is true. I can do this. And then it gives me that competitive advantage. And I'm almost challenging and competing myself to keep rolling. And I never had that designated focus on my other attempts. It was, well, I know I don't like the way I look, so I'm going to go do a whole bunch of cardio and yep, that's going to make me really skinny, but then I still don't like the way I look, not having that knowledge of how to build muscle and actually change the way that the body's looking on the outside. And I'm getting that now. I'm learning now, and there's more of an investment because I'm actually seeing and witnessing the transformation versus before it wasn't giving me what I was looking for. So you're kind of the difference in this right now. The education that you have and the support that you give and always being there just in case, and so it's different.
Very cool, very cool. She has, just kind of give you a background, she's been killing it in the gym. She's made tons of progress. She has made strength gains like crazy. She's lifting heavy. Her body composition is changing. But more so than that, I'm big on intrinsic transformation. I'm big on not just the physical, because the physical is just a byproduct of the intrinsic work that you're doing. And so what I haven't caught you saying, not yet at least, is what's going on intrinsically that's allowing the physicality of you to change. And so what are some things that you're shifting intrinsically? So how are you thinking different? How are you feeling different? What are things are you doing to facilitate the physical change that you're encountering right now?
Okay. Last year I did a huge focus on my EQ, my emotional intelligence, and refocusing my energy on things that I don't have 100% control over, and not allowing my emotions to come outward and kind of take control over the situation or how I react. And that's been playing huge into this workout and lifting, as well as whatever else I'm balancing in my outside life. So I've started doing a lot more meditating, which has helped to calm me down, and also shifted some things in my world to refocus on me and to be quite a bit more organized. And I've started checklists again, to where it's like, these are the things that I want to accomplish today, and I'm damned and determined to get them done.
I wish I had that.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I rearranged. I have a whiteboard up in my house where I rearranged. Here's my monthly bills. Here's my installment bills. Here's the things I need for the house. Here's my reading schedule for the week. That's another thing that I picked up on. I never used to take time to read and feed my soul, and now I've picked up different books, going all the way from workout books to communication to emotional intelligence still, because that's an ever growing challenge. And also, I've started to eliminate toxic people and situations from my world. So I've become quite a bit more cutthroat, where you don't get as many chances with me as what you used to, because you're not bringing me the piece that I need to move forward. If I can't come and complete a set because I break down crying based off the last text message you sent, or this stupid situation that we've been through, then you're poison, and I don't want you in my world. So making those shifts and thinking that at the end of the day, I know that I want to live a healthy, happy life, and no one's going to give that to me but me. And so those are the vibes that I'm trying to put out, and then also welcome in. I'm doing my very best not to entertain negative conversation or activity. And for everybody on social media, it's very difficult because people put all types of stuff on there. And I've started to share more of the positive, happy, funny things more than the drama or the negativity. There's already too much in the world. So those are a few of the things that I've started to put in. I've just kind of taken it like I was built for whatever's coming at me, so I might as well stand strong as I'm going through it.
Definitely. And we kind of talked about certain situations, obstacles that are you're weaving through, and honestly, I'm more impressed about how you're able to handle the stress of life happening more so than your physical change. Like you are, you're going through things, as we all are. Everybody's going through. Everybody has something that they're going through. They're either entering in it or they're just leaving it. And so, but you were in the midst of it. You're in the midst of it, and how you came out of it was the most impressive to me. Like, because you became more empowered. Like in the midst of it, like I was, we were working out, I was training you, and it was rocky. Sometimes it was rocky because of the situations you were going through. But seeing you coming out of it, you came out much stronger than you were before, and so I think seeing that was very, very impressive, and that allowed you to make more physical change, because we oftentimes neglect the intrinsic work that's happening for the physical action to take place. And we always just like I post this all the time, like we get so wrapped up around what workout to do, what diet to do, whatever it may be, outside, external things. We get so wrapped up around the external stuff, that we forget the intrinsic stuff that will make it all possible. It starts with the root, and you handle the root so that way you can manifest the physical reality. So I think that was super dope.
Thank you. Thank you. It's not easy, and we, like Ethan says, and everybody knows, we all go through it. At the end of the day, it's how you choose to respond and react to it. What are you going to take from that situation? Are you going to learn a lesson? Are you going to sit and dwell? Are you going to beat yourself up? How are you going to evolve from that situation? Because you have a choice. And I don't want to be the victim in any situation. I come from a family that's always pointing the finger at someone else. It's them. It's because of this. And it's always been a drive and a passion of mine to be everything that they weren't. And so I can't allow another speed bump to set me back or take me away from that focus.
Trauma happens, and we oftentimes internalize it, and then it becomes our reality day in and day out. It's like just running on a Ferris wheel, and it's hard to get places because we're not realizing, or we're not acknowledging, or we're not self-reflecting on the trauma that's actually happened to us in the past, and we kind of keep reliving that past over and over again, not allowing ourselves to experience like the perfect present that's going on right now. And so that's dope. You kind of used your past and then kind of molded it to create the present. And so you use that as a strength. You used the things that happened to you in the past, not to hinder you, but to keep becoming present in the here and the now.
Mhm.
And so sometimes living too much in the past, it brings depression. Sometimes living too much in the future brings anxiety, but just living in the present is where the harmony happens.
Right.
And I think that's something that you're constantly, trying to implement, is be more present and live in the here and now and be happy and just become the best version of yourself as possible. So that's
Yeah.
dope.
Absolutely. It's a big challenge, but I'm definitely up for the challenge. So and it's possible. So
Definitely. And so some of the things that we kind of talked about, we're kind of flirting around with the ideas of competing. And so her do figure competition or bikini competition, maybe later on figure competition. Also powerlifting,
Mhm.
both. So a dual athlete. I think that would be dope. Off season powerlift, on season figure / bikini, and so that's some of the stuff that we're kind of having our direction in that area. So I'm super excited.
Yeah, I started this journey in October of last year, and when I started, I never would have even thought that I would flirt around with the idea of doing a competition. Not ever, not once. It was just, I don't know what I'm doing in the gym. I've been stalking this guy's page. He knows what's up. Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. And then I worked with you for my first 90 days, and I just fell in love. I fell in love with everything, as I mentioned earlier, the learning, the lifting, the watching my body change, and I get to change it, right? I'm not going anywhere to get a doctor to change it or anything. Like, I'm building this myself, and then to see it change so drastically in what for me seemed to be a short period of time, I was like, yeah, we can compete. I look good, we can compete. So yeah, we're definitely talking about that, but not until next year. Right, I want to give myself a good opportunity to place. I don't want to just go and say I did it and I was in like the general 20 that participated. I want to get like top 10, top 5. That's where I want to be on my first competition. So
definitely. So a lot of work to do and a lot to look forward to. So I think that's dope. And so keep you guys updated. Anything you want to say before we're done?
If you're interested, if you're curious, give it a shot, because you won't lose anything if you go try and at least see if it's something that you could be falling in love with. Don't sit there with that what if feeling. Don't sit home and be upset and say, I don't like the way I look, and then not do anything, or think, oh, I can't do that. I'm telling you guys, you can do it. You can do it.
Definitely. I think those are good words to live by. You can do it. It's totally possible. Anybody can do it. It's just a matter of just taking the lead. That's
just
it.
Do it.
Take the lead. Your
the
soul
lead.
is waiting for you.
Take the leap. Come over to this side. Take the leap.
It's a lot more sunny on this side.
It's so peaceful. The grass is greener. Here, the grass is greener.
The grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah.
Trust me. Well, that is it. That's my interview with Jess. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
You guys have a good Sunday.
And you guys enjoy it. Peace to the universe. Everything that exists in this universe exists within you. Yeah. I'm out.